Welcome back to the basement.
Welcome back to the basement yard. Oh, we're in the same color.
We're color boys today. That doesn't sound
You're not supposed to say that anymore, dude.
I didn't put the ED on there, all right?
Yeah,
I left the ed out of it.
Yeah.
But we are. Look at us being little twinsies today.
Little fucking.
That looks like a fucking comfortable sweatshirt.
I mean, yeah.
Not
like a
like
regular sweater.
Not like abnormally comfortable.
No, it's just a regular.
Got a regular level.
I think it's a
of
regular, yeah.
I think I like it a lot. Can I have it?
Okay.
Thanks. Give it to me right now.
No.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I went to your place. I'm going to tell them the story, not you, because you were there.
Mm-hmm.
And Joey goes, yo, you got to try this hot sauce. It's really hot, but it's made with like tangerines or some shit. And I was like, oh, that's delicious. And I tried it. I was like, oh, sweet. Can I have it? And you were like, no, you cannot have the thing I just bought for myself. Like, I think that, like...
Yeah, I hate when people do shit like that. When they go, like, you order food or something, it's like, are you going to eat that?
It's like,
I was planning on throwing it
I got
down the street. I was going to throw it in the street.
What do you think I'm going to do with these 3 mozzarella sticks? Just sit there and sit on them?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going to pound these the fuck back.
Yeah. I'd sit on a mozzarella stick, though.
Oh, you were in Miami this weekend. How's the
was.
food? You get any fucking... Did you get like a...
The hell was that?
You know what that is?
No.
Did you get cafecito?
I didn't.
Did you get any like like a beef steak? I don't know why.
I don't know what you're saying.
You a big Cuban sandwich guy?
Yeah.
Really?
Not like a bit. Like I've had them. I went with you the last time. I think.
I've never had a Cuban sandwich because of mustard. Duh, Joey.
I've had a Cuban before, but remember when you went to a Cuban restaurant?
Yeah, when we were. That wasn't the last time you were in Miami. That was a long time ago.
No. I know. I'm saying the last time I was with you there, probably.
Probably, yeah. That shit
Yeah.
was fucking fat, let me tell you.
Yeah, it is. I like a big fat sandwich.
Do you think the Hispanics have the best food, or are you like a big...
No, I do. I like easily.
Without a doubt, right?
Yeah, Mexicans specifically.
Yeah, you very, very specifically said Mexicans there.
That's what I did. I said specifically Mexicans. And he went, you just said Mexican.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're saying it with respect, and you're not saying it with like fucking Mexicans.
No. Ew.
I can say that because I'm not Mexican.
I can say that I'm not even Mexican. No, I think I like Mexican food the best.
I don't know, Colombian, man. Colombian fucks me up and down a river. It is the best, like the best seasoning.
Does it? It'll fuck you running?
Oh my god, dude! Like,
what's Colombian food? I don't even like.
Yeah, you know,
it's all
of it.
Yeah,
I think like all the Spanish are just like rice and meat, like chopped up.
Love that.
And then they put it into like little like cakes they make and stuff like that.
I can't think of the name of the thing right now, but it's like
empanada.
Paella.
Oh, paella. But paella is more of a. I think it's like Spanish.
Well, regardless,
because Spain is by a water, right?
It's by a water, yes. It's by a water, right by a water, a big water.
It is though, right?
A big giant water.
And I think it was just like, yo, we're gonna just put rice in here with just like whatever fish we get today, and call it a paella.
It's good. I like when it comes in. It's all fucking crusted against the bottle.
Ew, bitch! I don't like that.
Yeah, it's like burnt, and you're like, oh, I gotta scrape out that rice.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever had that.
I like that.
I don't know if I've ever had that. I need to pick up my paella game.
Yeah, I need to figure out if I'm allergic to shrimp or not.
Yeah, you probably should have figured that out by now.
When I was in Portugal, every single night, the fucking
cocktail,
Pete Espo and Gio ordered shrimp in some capacity.
Oh, dude, shrimp is fucking big fat good.
Also, I don't like saying that I have a dietary restriction because I don't know.
It makes you feel weak.
Well, not that it makes me feel weak. It's just I don't want to alarm the restaurant.
Do you ever like look at people that are like lactose intolerant and like you're just like they're fucking losers?
Well, that's all of us basically.
Like fix your fucking gut, bitch.
Yeah, like
be able to have a cheese.
You can like cheese your way out of, like you could grow out of it. You could defeat it,
bro. I think you can. Yeah, it's
why your grandma did.
My grandma did?
Yeah. Didn't she like have lactose intolerance, but she just like, yo, I'm gonna cheese it up, and then she like beat it.
She was all fucked up. Yeah, this woman.
But I think that she beat it though. Like she was like, yo, I'm not anymore. Like my body like kind of gave up. Was like, all right, fine.
Yeah, she was wild with some of her dietary choices too. She would be like,
I've never seen her eat, dude.
Well, you probably had, but it was a long time ago. She would like.
That scared the fucking shit out of me, dude.
Wolverine's upstairs.
That
apparently.
literally sounded like someone was coming through the ceiling, or a fucking demonic little girl was screaming.
Bro, we used to make this joke like you could have given her shit on a shingle and she would have been pumped about it. Like everything that she was getting, oh, this is the best thing I've ever ate in my life.
Really?
It was kind of nice, but also her memory probably made her believe it was.
Well, imagine having dementia and eating. That must be great because you don't. It's like the first time you ever had everything.
Dude, I'm just saying, like.
Remember that first slice of pizza you ever had?
Dude, I'm just saying, like, there's a way to, like, you know, people always say, like, oh, if I can watch one movie for the first time again, like, you can do it.
I wish I could watch Breaking Bad, dude, without knowing what happens.
I'm telling you, the minute. What the fuck? What the fuck happened to you? I don't know. What, Jesus Christ?
I don't know.
Just make sure you're plugged in and you're getting some music.
Some what?
Music from your mouth.
That's called a voice.
You're good?
Dad.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. I'm just saying, like, the minute I go demented, I'm going straight. I'm going straight to, like.
Is that like a proper term?
I would think so.
Demented?
I mean, I think that has to do with, like, demonic forces and stuff like that.
Demented. But not dementia? But that seems awfully close.
Listen, for the sake of our show,
Demented.
It's gonna be demented.
So someone would be like, how's your grandma doing?
She'd be like, dude, she's having the time of her life.
She's
Every day is a fucking wonder.
She's demented. She's demented, but it's okay.
That's the way. That's exactly how I'm going to say it.
She's twisted.
She's sick and demented up there.
Demented and twisted are fucked up.
If any one of my loved ones gets dementia and is in like the hospital, I'm just like, oh, they're sick and demented. They're just fucking
demented.
They're fucking twisted.
Dude,
I didn't even think of that. How sick it would be, like, because Shane Gillis did the bit, and he was like, bro, like, I have family members that have Down syndrome, and they're having the best time ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, we look at people that have dementia and like, oh my God, that is sad. And it is sad, and I'm not trying to make light of something.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is very sad as someone that has seen it firsthand. But, like, they don't know it's sad, you know?
Yeah, but they do at times, and that's when it gets really bad.
That's when it's really sad.
Where it's like, oh my God, I can't remember anything, and it's like...
But then when they're just like, oh my God, what is this? What's a Twix bar? And they have it for the first time, their fucking mind is just, like, blown.
Yeah. Or if it's like, you know, like my grandma, like, it's like she thought she was like a clown or something. I'd be
Your grandma thought she was a clown?
No, I don't. I think I made that one up. But she did think that she was pregnant.
Yeah, that one, the world made up, because that was not real.
And she
was like 85 when she went, right?
Yeah, something like that. And then she also thought that she was on like a cruise ship or something, and it was, you know.
She was real demented.
It's pretty twisted, yeah.
Pretty sick and twisted woman.
Yeah,
you know.
It was a thing. You know?
But it's funny. Speaking of white women, we're actually going to tie that into what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, can I just say something? I want to put it out in the universe?
No,
you help me remember?
No.
I want to do 23.
I said no.
What do you think? I want to spit in a tube and send it to a lab and find out if I'm Scandinavian.
One of my family members did that, and you got to be careful because you like sign an agreement that like they own your DNA or some shit. Yeah, you got to be careful. And what do you care about if you're Scandinavian?
Who's your cousin, Alex Jones? What are you talking about?
No, I'm telling you, it's like a legit thing. Like you have to sign a waiver that basically says like.
What are they gonna do with it? Make two of me?
Then your fucking semen pops up on a murder case in Wisconsin, Joey. Then you're gonna be upset about it.
Never been to Wisconsin.
Exactly, but that's the point. That's the point, Joey. Is that why is your cum over there?
People send cum through the mail all the time.
I don't know about that. I don't think they do. And if
you don't think that people are coming on stuff and sending it?
If they are, lock them up.
I agree.
Lock them up.
You can't mail cum.
It's got to be a crime, right? Like a biological.
You can't mail like blood.
But why did you say?
Because I don't know. Like just
you were gonna go blood, jizz, cum, piss, shit. I know what you were.
I was gonna try and say bodily fluids.
Like,
I can't mail you a jar of my shit, right?
If I ask you to.
Can I?
But I think it's probably like it's like a biological agent. Like what if there's like
what if it spills? What if it cracks?
Well, not even just that, but what if there's like contaminants in your boom? Like what could be
like
in
worms?
There? Yeah, like that's how we got like those like spotted lantern flies. You know, like they were just kind of like hanging out in an apple or something. They came over from China, and now look at us. All of us are communists.
Is that how they got here?
I think that's what we recently brought this up. I think that's like they said like that's why a lot of countries don't allow you to like bring food from other countries.
That makes sense
because there's like native species that can live in larvae in these foods, and then if you like throw it out or it goes bad or whatever, they'll fucking take over.
You know what was kind of weird?
What?
You remember back in the day where, like, every time you saw a picture of an apple, there was also this, like, happy worm hanging out of it?
Dude, if I ever bite into an apple and there's a worm in there, I'm launching that shit.
Why were they trying to normalize that? First
was
of all,
like
I've
a
never
weird-
seen a worm in an apple ever. And two, if I'm a child and my favorite book is fucking Worm in the Apple, whatever the fuck, who's wearing a hat, and I see a worm in an apple, I am now programmed to be like, oh, he's my friend.
I think there was like an episode of like Goosebumps or some shit where the person goes to take a bite of an apple and a bunch of worms fall out.
Yes.
And I was just like,
Like
fuck you.
maggots.
Oh, bitch. Fuck you.
Oh, I had a. Speaking of maggots, I had a plate of something. I don't know what it was, but it was like puffed rice. It looks exactly.
Oh, yeah. I
like
don't like
maggots.
that. Have you ever had like maggots in your garbage can or something?
No.
Dude, one of the apartments that I lived in, I remember it was a night I was bringing the garbage out because it was like the night before I was getting picked up. And I just heard like, it sounded like a crawly, scratchy sound.
No.
It was like,
Oh, like mushy?
and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I opened the garbage can. Millions.
What? Why? How? Why?
Millions.
But how did
dude.
they get there?
I think they like live. So unless I'm incorrect here, which I'm not, and I'm going to talk about it as fact. I think like the food, like USDA or Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, whomever that does like food and stuff in our country, they know that it's like impossible to not get any contaminants in your food. So it's like, oh, you have to have under a certain amount of contaminants. So like in all of your food, there's like fucking like maggot eggs and shit like that. It's just a matter of how much is in there to make it a scary amount.
Do not ruin food for me.
I'm going to ruin it all for you.
And also, that doesn't answer the question of where did millions of maggots come from?
It must have been in like a fucking piece of steak or some shit, or like flies.
1 million?
Bro, they're fucking maggots. They one egg could be 400 of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
How long was the fucking garbage there?
Not long, but that's the thing. Is like they have like a lifespan of like a day and a half.
I've never seen maggots like that in my life.
Yeah, they're wild stuff, man. I don't like them. I don't fuck with them.
No. I had a
But-
weird fear of termites when I was younger. I used to, like, I would hear scratches in the wall. I'd be like, yo, it's termites. Our house is going to fall in on me.
Oh, okay.
I used to think the roof would cave in.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
No, and I was afraid of tornadoes, too.
Yeah, very illogical things to be afraid of in Astoria, New York. Just want to make that very
I'm
clear.
just telling you.
It's tornadoes. I mean, I think tornadoes
Scary, dude.
and volcanoes were like big things to fear when we were like, for some reason, and quicksand.
Bro, I was just about to bring up quicksand. Because I forget what movie it was, but it was like a live action Jungle Book or some shit. And one of the dudes gets caught in quicksand and he goes down. And I'm like, I wouldn't even go to the beach, the wet sand. I was like, nah. Because I was like, it's going to suck me
I don't
in.
think, and I think it's funny is I don't think quicksand is like an actual real thing. I think there's just like very like loose, like watery sand, but like it's not like you're like sinking into it.
I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit either.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But we learned at least at a very
Hurley who?
an early age how to like not drown in quicksand. You know what I'm saying?
How? You go slow. You don't fight
You
it.
like lay on your back and then you don't like struggle and like someone pulls you out slowly or some shit.
Sounds like you don't know. Because I feel like we'd get caught in quicksand.
No, I know, bitch. All right, so back to speaking about white people.
Yeah.
We're going over today something that's really near and dear to your heart.
Right.
And it is the best and worst white people vernacular. Now
Yes.
everyone's heard it.
Yeah.
No matter where they've been, no matter what they've experienced, they've heard some form of it. Before we go through this list, any off the top of your head that stand out as like iconic, pieces of a vocabulary that you use?
That I use?
Yeah.
Well,
or like your family members use.
Yeah. Not words, but like little phrases.
Like,
Party's over.
oh yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Party's over.
Gotta
Let's
go-
go. And you could do that for anything.
And like there wasn't a party to begin with.
There was
like,
not a party.
Even if the person was just like using the bathroom, you just walk in, party's over.
All right, party's over.
And then of course that's immediately followed by, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
White people love that shit.
They do love that.
I was big with the. Oh boy, you're gonna fucking tear me to shreds for this one. Until like old.
You are like, you say a lot of white people shit.
But I'm not white, so that's what's funny about it.
But Frankie's one of those, how's it going, boss? And I'm like,
I do boss, buddy, chief.
I buddy it.
I buddy it up.
I bro a lot too now.
I cut back
Thanks,
on the bro.
Like whenever I pick up my car.
I do man. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it, brother. Brother. I do brother.
I never do brother.
I do brother because I'm closer to being black than you are.
I can't go. Hey, thanks, brother.
Well, not if you do it like that. Especially with that mustache. Calling people brother, they're going to fucking immediately put you on the registry.
Jesus. What?
Yeah.
No. When I pick up my car from the fucking garage, I always say thanks, bro.
Bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Because they're younger dudes.
Young mechanics? Why do you go to them?
It's not a mechanic.
You said the garage.
It's where your car's parked.
Oh, I thought you meant like a mechanic. Mechanic for me needs to be an old asshole with dirty jeans and asshole hanging out.
Or asshole hanging out. 100% your asshole has to be out. If you're a plumber and your asshole is not out, do not work on my pipes. I do not trust you.
Don't touch anything in my house.
It's called plumber's crack for a reason. So get in here, fix my thing, and make me uncomfortable with your ass out.
Yeah.
That's how the fucking plumbing goes.
He's right. It's a law of nature.
But yeah, a younger person, I'm gonna say bro. I'm not gonna say sir, or like, you know.
Oh, I don't do sir
Or
sir,
chief.
Chief, I do chief. I
You
don't
chief?
I've done chief, not as much. I don't do coach. Your fucking dad
My
was
dad
a
loved
big
coach.
guy.
My dad would call my mom coach
He did for like a long time.
and called her John.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
stopped calling.
Right? Yeah.
I
Okay.
I'm sorry. We can cut that.
You don't know what you were about to say, did you?
No, I use buddy. I use friend. I use
Friend.
Yeah, like, hey, what's going on, friend?
You don't say that.
I do. The one that I know you're gonna fucking tear me to shreds for is, I've stopped, but like it was like old. Like I probably used this to like 25, 26. Was, we'd be out at like a bar and like our friends, we would often start at one bar, go to another, after a couple drinks or whatever. And we would hop from bar to bar. And
You just explained bar hopping. Thank you so much for mansplaining that to me. It's when you go to a bar and hop. Hop around. Walk with your feet.
And what I would do is, as we were getting ready to go, I'd be like, all right, you guys ready? Roll out.
You didn't say roll out. You didn't even say let's get ready to rock and roll or anything like that. You said let's roll out.
And I would do the twirl of the finger. And I would say,
And when people are looking at you and you're like,
I would be like, let's roll out.
yeah.
And I didn't realize how stupid it was until like Danny and Dominic saw me do it. And they were like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, you can't roll out.
I was a big roller outer.
I thought, have you ever called someone boss man?
No, boss man, that's too like, I don't know. That seems wrong to me.
What do you say, boss man?
That seems like I respect you, but also don't at the same time.
I
But
hate that shit.
here we go. We're going to go through a couple here,
Okay.
and you're going to tell me. We're going to talk about them, all right? Big quote that we have here, usually used during an argument. That's rich coming from you.
Oh, yeah, that's rich.
Oh, yeah, real great. That's real rich coming from you.
Also, don't know what it means.
I don't know, like,
I don't know what that means in a food context.
well, when something is rich, it's just like very like it's a lot of flavor and textures, and like it's kind of like thick in your mouth. Hey yo, fucking yo.
And his name was Rich.
No, but like this is just like that's meant to be like that's rich.
Yeah, that's rich.
That's loaded. I think that's maybe where it came from.
Yeah, that's real savory.
That's that's equal parts salty, sweet, umami.
What the fuck is that?
Joey, you're not doing yourself any favors here.
I don't know any food terminology.
Educate yourself, Joey.
I watch a lot of British break off.
Definitely not it. I'll give you
Biggest British baking competition.
Oh, closer.
Biggest British baking.
Why are you going with these like quadruple
British baking.
The British Bake Off?
Is that it?
Yes, Joey.
Competition.
I mean, I think that they're not one for subtlety over there. They just be like, "Welcome to the competition of British bakers that will be doing good things for day." Like they're fucking. They don't like to.
Also, weird cast of like people that
Who's on
judge
it?
that show. It's like some old hot guy with blue eyes.
Nice, cool.
Right. Then it's an albino guy. No, not an albino guy. It was a guy. I think it's a guy with like alopecia or something.
Oh, okay.
You were gonna make a face.
I went no for albino. I was cool with alopecia.
Then there's a guy who dresses like Tiger King, but like is cosplaying Ozzy Osbourne.
Sweet, yeah.
And then there's just like an old British woman, and I'm like, what? How did?
It's a very
what is
eclectic group over
this?
there.
And I don't know anything about him. I love the show. I think the show's great. That's my guilty pleasure right now. I get home, I lay in bed, and I watch people bake shit.
You're not guilty. You don't feel guilty about it. You indulge in the pleasure. Just admit that it's not like a guilty thing. Like a guilty pleasure is like, oh, I like to fucking, like Dr. Pimple Popper or some shit like that.
All right, yeah. All right, then I pleasure. I was gonna say,
What? You pleasure yourself to the
I
British
jerk off to British baking competition bake
Still
off.
not gonna get it. All right,
British
moving on.
Bake Off. What is it? British Cooking Bake Off?
Yeah.
No, British Baking Cook Off.
I'm not gonna say anything.
You said it before.
It's a Great British Bake Off.
the Great
What's
the
wrong?
Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
Did you Google it? Don't lie.
No,
Okay.
no, I did not.
The Great British Bake Off.
All right. Another one here now, Joey. Another one used in an argument here. Well, I don't know. Sorry. Rich coming from you. You ever use that?
Absolutely not. I don't know what it means.
I don't think
I know what it means in context, but I don't be like,
Have you ever-
oh, yeah, that's rich.
Have you ever heard it before? Like someone saying it to you? Like you calling someone like a white elitist, and they're like, "Oh, that's rich coming from you."
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think I've used this one either. I've definitely used oh, that coming from you, hilarious.
Yeah.
But I've never used the, it's rich coming from you. But this is another one for an argument now, Joey.
Uh-huh.
And this one tends to really spice things up here.
Nice.
Okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
I like that. That's very white.
I hate this one
No
so
more
much.
Mr. Nice Guy.
I hate this because the person that's saying it clearly wants to give you a sense of fear. Like, uh-oh, Mr. Nice Guy's gone.
Yeah.
Here comes Mr. Not Nice Guy.
Now I'm not. Now I'm gonna play for real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's exactly
Basically the same thing.
That's the equivalent.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. All right. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
All right. The fucking. What do they say? What do they say? That something's coming off.
The gloves.
The gloves are coming off. That's right. White people, dude.
The scarves.
White people who notoriously are bad at boxing.
Are they?
I don't know.
No, they're not.
Who's good?
That's a good question. Tyson Fury.
He's very good. So what's his Tommy Fury and Jake and Logan Paul. All right, maybe I'm kind of.
I mean, there's a billion other people you could have named that are white that are boxers, but Ricky Hatton.
The Irish, dude.
Yeah.
How many Irish boxers had there been?
I think you're not allowed to be Irish if
Oh,
you
there's
can't fight.
oh, look who's here! It's Mad Cap O'Shaughnessy Kevin Lee, and it's like he comes out and he's like, meh.
Yeah, like this.
Oh my god, bro! If I ever got into a fight and someone did that, I would just lay down because they're gonna kill me.
Yeah, I would also too. I watched Gangs of New York on the flight home yesterday, and Leonardo DiCaprio's character gets in a fight with another guy, and they both line up like this. And I was like, if someone who invented this?
It was those strong men back in the day,
Oh yeah, that just had a mustache and they were bald and they were like, I'm holding this thing up.
and they had a fucking a striped
a
singlet.
unitard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah, that was close.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. You've never used this one. I don't think I've ever used this one.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. I don't think I've ever used it, but I've thought it, you know?
Okay.
Like when your girlfriend in 6th grade breaks up with you and you're like, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh shit.
And then you don't do anything.
Yeah, I don't think if I've ever used that, whatever has followed has still been fairly nice guy.
Nice guy, yeah. I just probably I was just upset and I went and played basketball.
All right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. And
Yeah.
it's just Mr. Not a.
I'm just upset.
Yeah.
And I wish I could do something about
Mr.
this.
Scared to be angry guy, you
Yeah.
know? Okay, moving on. This is a classic here. Let's skedaddle. Now.
Let's skedaddle. Now, have I skedaddled in my life?
Oh, 100%.
Bunch of times.
Raise your hand if you've not skedaddled. Everyone is skedaddled.
Exactly.
And everyone knows exactly what a skedaddle is.
It's a little hop away.
It's just little, we gotta go.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Your first move is, like a little jump. And then you
Oh, no, this
scurry
is
away.
your first move. If you're sitting down, it's always
Oh, yeah.
you gotta
prop yourself
You gotta
up.
get ready.
Yeah.
And you gotta get up. And then
Skedaddle
out of there.
Yeah. And I was big on skedaddling back in the day.
Have you ever used it, though?
Let's skedaddle.
I think I did when I was like 5.
I think. How would you remember that?
I'm saying if I were to use it, it'd be that age.
Nah, I probably skedaddled way later in life.
I have actively skedaddled. I skedaddle often and frequently, you know?
Yeah, I skedaddle. I skedaddled usually when it comes to animals. that scare me.
When you grow up, you no longer skedaddle, you Irish goodbye. That's you.
No, because that's not skedaddling.
It's definitely a skedaddle. You
No,
skedaddle
I
out of
just
there.
walk out. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but
not skedaddling.
A drunken skedaddle is an Irish goodbye.
No.
I would say it is.
Skedaddle, I would have to be like, oh, whoa, whoa, and then get out of there.
Oh, you like have to like hop your way out?
I skedaddled out of a bar in Nashville once because I thought someone was following me.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I thought someone was following me, and then
Like following you, like I know you and I want to be like friends with Joe Santagato, or like just being like I want your money. Like I'm gonna rob you, is I think the term.
I don't know. Skedaddle, dude. I didn't stick around to
didn't
find
say-
out.
you know
I
what?
literally was just like, what is going?
That was a tactical.
I-
That was a tactical skedaddle.
But I was, like, excited about it.
Tactical.
attack the gaddle.
Tactidaddle.
A pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl. You pterodactyled your way out of there.
I was excited about it. I was like, oh, I'm being chased.
All right. This one was on this list, and I don't know. I don't appreciate it, but let me be frank.
That's you. That is you.
Fuck you. It is me because I'm Frank, but fuck you too.
Let me be frank.
It's become everyone's favorite segment of every episode it's on.
Do you know? Recently, I was telling someone about the fan fiction.
Oh yeah,
So I read it again.
big gay.
Insanely gay. But at one of the points in the beginning, it's like when we first start making out.
Yeah, and it was like, let me be frank with you or
Yeah,
something.
it said something was like they were making out this, and frankly, sloppy. And I was like,
Yeah.
that last bit there, it's like, ugh.
Like,
it was
they
like
became
fine.
judgmental in that
Yeah.
moment.
It was like it was passionate and hot and frankly, like sloppy. It was like, the fuck, dude.
Like, I'm just gonna cut to it. Kind of gross.
Yeah, the making out was gross, but not all the fucking that just came after that.
Yeah. I've actively in my life like used let me be frank. And like in like a I'd be like, yo, excuse the pun, let me be frank here.
No, if I'm using something like that, I never said let me be frank. I have said let me be crystal clear.
Oh my god.
That's pretty white too.
The hands is what does it for me too. Because you're like, you fucking dumb bitch.
Let me be crystal clear.
Let me be really fucking like when they do
I don't
that.
even know why.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but I do that.
Yeah, I know you do. Mainly because I'm not gonna. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke, but we probably would have had to cut it out.
Jesus, I have no idea.
All right, this next one here, lining up with "Let me be crystal clear," is one that I know includes a finger point or one of these. Mm-hmm. Now listen here, pal.
Listen here, pal.
Pal at the end is the real hook.
I've definitely had people say that to me. Oh, like middle-aged men with their shirts tucked in.
Real, yeah. Oh, yeah. We've gotten scolded by older men.
Listen, pal.
Just like, now listen here, pal.
Now listen here.
And it always comes with like a slow point
Yeah.
into it, you know, like.
Or it's like an old '90s thing where they got a kid by the shirt. It's like, listen here,
Oh,
pal.
yeah, like an '80s bully who has them.
Yeah.
And he just took his lunch money, which.
Back in the day, people just let people grab them, I guess. If someone ever grabbed my shirt like this, I am going to punch you as hard as I can in the face.
Oh, really?
You would let a shrink... You, out of all people.
No, I wouldn't. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
It's so
Fuck.
scary.
I'm sorry, I'm jumpy.
Ant just walked by. Yeah.
No,
You
I
almost skedaddled out of here.
I had to skedaddle out. Now listen here, pal.
Listen here, pal.
Yeah, no. Listen here, pal. We've definitely gotten before.
You're not going to let a grown man grab you by the shirt and twist it and go like this.
When I was in middle school, that happened to me.
Who?
I was on the train on my way home, and I was with a couple friends, and there was a guy on the train. I'll never forget this. He had a giant duffel bag on his back, but like not like a duffel bag for traveling, like a duffel bag for like holding bodies, like legit, like as big as this table and as fat as fucking, like just huge. Mm-hmm. And he had a green Boston Red Sox hat on, and we were taking the train. We were at Astoria Boulevard, and he was going to get out, and I was like joking around, and I poked the bag. And the guy turned...
You poked the body bag?
I poked the body bag. The guy turned around, and my friends and I were laughing, and he was like, "You fucking punk!" I got that. I got
You punk!
I got that, and he grabbed me, and like pulled me in, and then fucking to push me away, pie faced me, like fucking snuffed me. I was terrified. This kid, and he was like easily like 30, 35. So what did I do at the time? Called my dad, obviously. Right. Which, yeah.
Yeah.
And according to my dad, they found the guy.
Yeah. But to be honest, your dad probably just finished his cigarette and just chilled.
Excuse you, bitch. Pack of cigarettes. He finished his pack of cigarettes.
Like, I'm gonna get right to that after I finish this.
He's like,
whole
Frank,
pack.
where is he? Story boober. All right, I'll be right there. Didn't move an inch.
No shot.
But
I also would lie to my kids and be like, we caught him.
Yeah.
He's never gonna bother you anymore.
I was really safe that day. I felt very safe.
Why would you poke a body bag?
I would just, like someone was just there, and like the joke is like, what's in the bag? And then like I think one of us or all of us or me were making the joke like
it was just me. Someone must have said it. It could have been me. It wasn't. Probably.
Probably maybe, I don't know. But like making the joke like there is a body in it, and like poking it and like being like making like a muffled scream, And he fucking was not happy. So
grabbed your shirt and then pushed your face.
Yeah, dude. Like hard too. And like you remember me in like 7th grade? I was a little fucking skinny little bitch.
Yeah.
Got me.
And all your friends were like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah, I was on with Jamie was on the train.
Wow.
Yeah, I got stunned in front of your love of your life at the time, bro.
Yeah, dude. Damn.
That was crazy.
At the time.
All right. Now here's one that I never really understood because I'm not a coffee drinker. But referring to coffee as a cup of Joe.
I hate that shit.
Where did that come from?
Mocha Joe?
Whom?
That's from Curb. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I never got this
one. I really want to know though, because that's like
you've used this 100%. I think everyone has used it mainly because of Dunkin' Donuts, and they sell the box of Joe. Like
that shit is ass.
Oh, ooh, excuse me, Mr. fucking coffee elitist. Let me guess. Are you one of those like fucking? I know what Joey's gotten into. He hasn't told us or confirmed, but I could tell by those fucking dainty ass hands. He's become one of those TikTok influencers who like all their TikToks are them making like homemade espresso and using that thing with like the needles in it that like turns around and like using that.
It sounds like you love that content.
I kind of do a little bit.
I like it too, though.
I kind of do.
I like watching like espresso come out of the fucking machine.
How it just like drips out, just like thick fucking frothy ejaculate.
Don't say that. When I've seen videos where like it's like a little cup, I mean obviously like an espresso cup, and then they put a piece of chocolate on it, and then they let the espresso go, and it melts, and it folds in and falls into the cup, and I'm like, this is great.
I always worry like it's gonna overflow, it's gonna go over the side of the chocolate. Nope, right. Always,
like
every time.
The chocolate's never gonna melt. It's too thick.
It's too thick. Every time it works. Every single
works.
time.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Never understood this. Don't like it. Don't care.
Yeah, Cup of Joe. I just tried to look it up too. There's not really a big answer. We could just probably chalk that up to like weird whiteness.
It is weird whiteness. Like, why do you guys do shit like that? Like, give things that don't need names.
Yeah, like why are we calling people with the name Richard Dick? That just feels like a white.
Doesn't
thing.
make that seems charged.
Charged.
That seems like that was very specific for that one Richard that they had met.
Right. Yeah. That guy was a dick.
Yeah, a big dick.
A big dick.
Not in the fun way. Not that dicks are fun for me, but you know what I mean.
Sounds like it would be a great time for you, a big dick. A big old meaty dick. You think if you were like into dicks, you would want a big dick?
No.
You would want a small dick?
I'd want like something sensible, like I don't want to walk. I don't want to.
You think you would like your own dick? If you never saw your dick, you didn't know your dick. Then you see your dick as a person who likes dicks. Would you go, I like that dick?
God, my dick sucks, dude. You? Dude,
I don't know.
My dick is so trash.
I feel like I would have to get a different angle.
My dick is so like you see it and like it's like a Make-A-Wish dick. You're just like, oh, all right, you're trying.
John Cena goes, hey,
hey champ,
champ,
yeah. It's so stupid. Look who's here. Hi. It's just like so like aggressively average that it's like not fun. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What about yours? Not gonna talk about your dick, huh?
I feel like I'm conjuring up. That's not what I wanted to say.
You're just gonna let me trash my own dick here on our fucking Patreon episode.
No one forced you to do that. I felt like something you need to say. You should talk to a therapist or something.
They're not. There's no ads on this. Nice try.
Pull the laptop
Anyway,
we do have ads for today. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be like, I feel like okay.
It's like it's all reliable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there when I need it. You know, but like,
But if I was building a perfect one,
it's the Nissan
wouldn't.
Altima of wieners. Like I'm not like
the Toyota Camry.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. Like it's reliable, good gas mileage, gonna get you from A to B.
And when it's new, it's like, this is actually pretty nice.
Nice. And then once the lure
Then you get
wears
used
off,
to it,
then
yeah,
you're like,
and you're
oh,
like,
it's just a regular.
It's just
car.
a Toyota Camry.
Yeah, exactly. Good gas mileage.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not riding around in a fucking like. I feel like Big Dicks is like fucking Toyota Escalade, Cadillac Escalade. You know what I'm saying?
Escalade.
It's just like a giant Escalade, and it's just like this thing is just a lot of work.
Takes
man.
a lot of gas.
You can't fucking.
You really got to step on the.
You gotta
pedal
hope
with
that
those.
these parking spots, like you could fit it in.
That's another thing
That's
too.
a big part of it.
It's a big parking space.
Gas guzzler.
Gas guzzler.
You know, and then that thing is just sometimes if it's not nice, it could be a real eyesore because people see it and they're just like, that thing is fucking huge.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You can't go under certain overpasses and stuff.
Yeah, don't like that. You don't want to tuna can that shit.
No. What were we talking about though?
Next,
Cup of Joe. We were talking about coffee.
next, one that I don't think I've ever heard in real life. I feel like you probably have because you grew up in a white home.
Right.
Newsflash, buddy.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, right?
Newsflash.
Newsflash.
The world ain't all sunshines and rainbows.
Oh yeah, I could if I'm closing my eyes right here,
Newsflash.
which
pal.
I am. I was closing my eyes.
Yeah.
I could see your dad just saying like, "Newsflash, the world doesn't revolve around you."
Oof. Probably there's probably a voicemail in my phone right now that has that in it. Yeah.
Those are probably that's like that. If my dad were to die tomorrow, that would be on his like gravestone.
Newsflash.
Newsflash: the world doesn't revolve around you.
I'm not gonna play it because I forgot what it said. But after this episode, I did like, you could like heart certain things.
Like?
So I found, because one of the flights that was on in Portugal, it had nothing, like no Wi-Fi, no nothing. So I just watched videos on my phone, and I found an old voicemail from my dad.
Oh no!
I think this is it, but I don't want to. I want to hear it first.
I'm afraid to like ask what he could possibly say. Is it? I think your reaction pretty much solidified it.
I'll play.
Moron, what's up? This is Retard.
That's how he started it. I don't remember what he said, but that's how he started
Joey.
it. It's so good. Generationally, it's okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what are you gonna
I like recently was like talking to my dad, and we were like, and he was just like, yeah, he's one of the dumber people I met, like a fucking window licker. And I'm like, Dad, no, dude, no.
I've never even heard that term.
You never heard the term? Oh, I'm not gonna say it again. It's a non.
Only one per show?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we get.
Window lip.
Oh, it was so bad.
I've never even heard that.
Newsflash, buddy, is just that's iconic.
Newsflash buddy is a big white thing.
Because that's like the fucking like big moment. Like they want the person afterward to just be like incredulous that like, oh, they got me.
Yeah.
You know?
Newsflash buddy.
Oh, if they were to hit you with that 1-2 punch,
Newsflash pal.
newsflash buddy, no more Mr. Nice Guy. And then what's another one that we've talked about that they
Pal. Yeah, if they start putting together a bunch of these at one time.
Newsflash, buddy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You're barking up the wrong tree.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Bro, that's the whitest shit I've ever
I'll
heard.
tell you right now, you're barking up the wrong tree.
I think something that we've noticed in the ones that we've read today is that most white people vernacular is just trying to intimidate the other person, and there's no bite behind it.
None at all.
There's none at all. They're just like, I'm going to say the craziest shit to make them
What
terrified
happened
of
to
me.
suck my dick? Like, that's just like,
I
just say
think
that.
people got like offended by that because it's
Yeah, that's the point, though.
I know, but like I think that because it's like, oh well, I don't have a dick, and it's like, yeah, I think people got.
In middle school, I've had mad girls.
Bro,
I've
I had
heard
a
mad
girl
girls
say that
suck
shit to
my
me.
dick. I was like,
I had a girl.
I'm confused.
I had a girl tell me that shit once, and I was just like, she'll kill me if she had the chance. This girl, like, she was nuts.
Yeah.
There was
There was a girl named Devin who tried to fuck me up in middle school, and I was like, bro, I'm not trying to fight her.
there was a girl in 6th grade who legit, I was small, but like would have beat the shit out of me, and she was like, yo, suck my fucking dick, and I was like,
She's like, but I have.
But you have boobies. Not at the time. It was 6th grade, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like suck my dick is just so much more like I'm not gonna say newsflash, buddy, to someone. You know what I mean?
I think there's still time. You can still newsflash it up. There's one that I know I for sure have said, and I can almost guarantee you have said as well, is when someone hands you a check, and they go, what's the damage?
What's the damage I think I've done?
What's the damage? I've also done put it on the plastic.
What the fuck? I've never heard that before.
Never heard
ever.
that one? You just hand a card and you just like put it on the plastic.
No, I've never heard that.
What's the damage I've
My
used?
dad used to get checks and say, "Geez, what do we break a window in here too?" That's what he used to say. He would say that all the time, dude.
I don't
all
know.
the time.
The other one that's like popular amongst dads is like if you have the heat on and it's cold outside and like a window's open, and it's like, I'm not heating up the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm heating up our house. You know?
Oh, my
I
God.
definitely have done what's the damage. Like recently too.
What's the damage?
Like a couple of weeks ago possibly.
You know what I've done that I think falls under this category is sometimes at like restaurants and stuff. I haven't done this in a while, but like a waitress or waiter would be like, "Do you have any like allergies that I should know about?" And I'll be like, "Cats."
I've said pain.
What does that mean? I thought mine was dumb. That's even worse.
I've said pain and weakness.
So corny.
Like, you have any allergies? And I'd be like, weakness.
Ew, dude. What? They couldn't have laughed.
They gave the courtesy laugh because
Yeah.
they want a tip.
Oh.
They gave a you know. Or the best is when they come back to the table after you've eaten everything and they're like, "How you guys liking everything?" It was like, "Hate it."
I still do that. Oh, I still do that. I'm
Oh,
not
you
gonna lie.
white bastard!
Yeah, I am a
You're
white bitch.
devil.
I do that. No, but they'll come over and my plate is just clean, nothing on it. How was it? Hated it.
Hated it.
I do that all the time. Ugh, what a bitch.
Yeah, I've done that.
They probably hear that all the
I think
goddamn time.
I would say restaurants is where I'm my whitest.
yes.
Because like I know like the service industry is so fucking stressful on these people, and they probably get torched by people who just accidentally give them the wrong vinaigrette. And I
Yeah.
feel bad. Like, I don't want to be that guy, you know? I'd rather be an annoyance in a funny way than like in like a piece of shit way.
Yeah, those people are the fucking worst.
Oh my god.
Apparently
dude.
there was a guy on Gio's flight who was in first class and he was complaining that they didn't have the meal that he like had selected before he got to the flight. And he's like, I did not expect this from Delta. My friends are flight attendants.
Yikes.
Sick brag.
Yeah. What a rad guy you are, dude.
Yeah,
you
dude.
have friends that are flight attendants?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know who also does?
Probably everyone in the world.
At
yeah.
least one, I would say. That's like the Hall of Fame of white people stuff. Like the put it on the plastic. What's the damage?
Yeah.
You know,
Jeez, did I break a window?
that's a good one. I've never heard that one.
Yeah, my dad used to say that a lot.
All right, moving on. Here's one that I've never used. I think I have heard it before, but people going, "All right, let's blow this popsicle stand."
Yeah, what is that?
What popsicle stand? Who's ever been to a popsicle stand?
Also, popsicle stand. I've seen lemonade stands,
I've seen lemonade stands. I've seen snack stands.
orange fruit stands.
You've seen a fruit stand, Joey?
I think
What the fuck is that?
it's just like a wooden stand,
And they just have fruit?
yeah, they sell fruit.
I guess that's kind of cool. But you know what? I'll back you up on this. I'll back up. My dad has been to on the beaches in Colombia. They have like little fruit
Yeah,
stands.
yeah.
Yeah. They'll bring you like fresh papaya.
But popsicles.
I've never.
I would love to run into one, to be honest with you.
You know what I was craving recently? A fucking frozen icy from like the little person, people that would not little person, the people that would come into the parks. Not little people.
Yeah.
They couldn't push it. The ones.
No, I know what you're saying. Like the Mexican woman or something. That would have the thing. Those are the best ices.
$1, you get an icy like this fucking.
They're
big.
like $1.50 still, and I'm like, this is a steal.
A big time steal.
This was like maybe 2 summers ago. I rode my bike to Flushing Meadow Park, and there was a woman there who had it, and I was like, and it was like $1.50. I was like, the fuck.
That's a no-brainer, bro. You
me
get
a double.
and you get triple scoop. You get
No, I know, but like, give
you
me a
get the
big
like
fat cup.
Oh yeah, and you get like the best ones like layered. Like your favorite one is on the bottom.
I forgot what I got. I got some weird shit.
I always used to get
rainbow.
Rainbow, yeah, red, blue, white, which was
Yeah.
like cherry, blueberry,
I
and
hated
lemon.
motherfuckers that would show up and get like ice cream. That shit pissed me off.
No, I hated the ones that they'd be like, let me get bubblegum flavor, and I was like, dude, come on,
yeah,
you're
being an adult. Yeah,
what's
do
wrong with
something.
you?
It's not. Yeah, it's not Chutes and Ladders anymore.
Yeah, also pineapple and coconut. Although they are good, don't get them.
Lemon is fucking.
Lemon is the
fire.
best. Lemon's the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
one. Or orange.
Coconut's not bad though.
Orange was the best. An orange Laguli ice. I'll put my head through that window and sever my jugular for that shit right now.
The thing I got was like white, green, and orange. I don't know what it was, but it was fucking fire.
Yeah, that just sounds like an Irish flag.
It does actually.
Yeah, I don't know. Why did you look at me like that? Like,
Because I was like, nope, but yeah.
yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
All right, how many more we got time for here?
You're good. Keep going.
All right, thanks, baby. Yeah. So when it's time to leave, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Never said. Oh, one thing I wanted to say also. Have you ever had lemonade from a lemonade stand?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I had
It's more
one.
common by where I am because it's more like rural. You know.
You've walked by and been like, oh, and you
I've
probably
been
give
on
a $5 bill.
Oh yeah, I've been on a drive and I've seen like young kids have like a 50 cents. I don't know why they're fucking like Oliver Twist.
Yeah, what was that? 50 cents.
But
50 cents.
I've actively stopped and I've gone over and I've given like them a 10 and they give me and they're like and I'm just like just 2 cups, just keep the change. I'm like, oh my god, thanks, mister.
Yeah.
And I just walk away and I'm just like,
That's the richest guy in the world.
bro, Miles and Ruby did a lemonade stand a couple of weeks ago.
How did you build it?
We have like a pre-made like Melissa and Doug like little stand thing.
Oh, okay.
And $1 a cup. People were coming by and giving him 20s and 50s, bro. Maybe not 50s, but he walked away that day with like $70. And he sold like 4 cups of
Damn,
lemonade.
that's fire.
Yeah, it was super sick.
Where's that money?
In his piggy
Water
bank.
bill.
Remember those long showers?
Yeah. Stupid.
No, some guy rolled up in like a giant truck and he gave him a 20 and he said, I don't want anything. Keep hustling. And then he just got back in the car and drove off.
That guy probably sucks.
That-
It's like, see, this kid, he's like, what you gotta do is wake up at 4:30, take a cold shower.
What I do
Keep
is I have
hustling and
3 days
grinding.
during one day.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on here. People, I don't know if you've ever seen this. I have always said I wanted to do it, but I've never remembered to do it. But like when people offer you, something random, like a cookie or like a non-alcoholic drink or like chips or something, and you just quickly go,
I do this.
no thanks, I'm driving.
Oh, I say the opposite.
What do you say?
I say, sure, I'm not driving.
Oh.
And it's just like a cookie or something.
Yeah, it'll literally be like, avocado
Toast.
toast.
And
Yeah.
it's like, you would you like some?
It's like, no, I'm
shit.
driving, thanks. I've
The
always,
opposite's probably funnier. That's funnier, I think.
I think it's funnier because yours sucks.
Right. But that's the more common one. It's like, sure, why
I've
not?
never heard that one. I've heard the one that I've said, but from like multiple people.
It's like in Home Alone. Where remember when he's getting ice cream scooped when he's in the plaza? And then he's like, one more scoop, sir. And he's like, sure, why not? I'm not driving.
Oh, I've never heard that
Yeah.
one. And I've seen that movie quite a bit. You are big. I've never understood this, and we've said it in years ago. You like Home Alone 2 more than Home Alone 1 for some
Way
reason.
better. I mean, I
No,
think
it's not.
I
It's
think-
actively not better.
I think it's better.
No, but I promise you, you're wrong.
Okay. I also, I mean, according to like the critics and everything, everyone says one is
Just
better.
according to common sense, too.
Yeah.
We can
but
use
I think
that.
I just like the fact that it's also in New York, so there's a lot of like that in there.
Yeah, well, and also you've also said it's your favorite movie cameo you've ever seen of all time.
Donald Trump.
You have said that. You have said that.
I was trying to think of like who you were gonna say.
And he was like, right there. And he was like, it's so big, China.
Down the hall.
Right next to that nasty woman.
And then right next to that fat pig of a woman over there. To the
So
left.
nasty.
So nasty, disgusting.
Yeah.
but we love her.
Little Macaulay Culkin's like,
He's like, yeah, I don't know.
yeah, no, it's not better. Actively not better.
Yeah.
All right, Joey, moving on. When in the car and someone cuts you off. Oh, look at this wise guy.
I've never used Wise Guy.
I've never used wise guy. I've used expletives. Let me tell you.
Big time.
Fucking, but I always wait to see what kind of person it is.
And it's of course.
Yeah.
I will think of like whatever reason, like
In your head, you knew exactly who it was. Like in my head, I think of like all the things I could say.
That's where you're the most racist, I think. It's like when you see a person, you just go, I fucking knew it. And it could be fucking anybody. An old woman. Old people get it so bad for me, dude. I go, because then I go in a whole thing.
Yeah, then I'm like, yo, we got to take their fucking licenses from them.
Yeah.
Like they just
old and a woman.
and
Of course. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Yeah, because then I go in the whole rant. I'm like, you should fucking have to take your license test again.
No, you know what you
Starts
do. You know what you
getting
do.
mad
I know what you do. They do that. Like an old woman will cut you off, and you'll just go, you know, there's truth to it.
Yeah, right. There's a reason why fucking people say
it's
this.
like, you know, there's truth. There's truth in it. Of course. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Of course. Yeah. I always feel bad.
The stereotypes just come alive. Dude.
Yeah, dude. I always feel bad when it's
You know
an
they
old
say like
person.
Asian people can't drive, and so Asian dude cuts you off, and you're like, what? It's great.
Oh God, that's
That
so
and the
funny.
World Cup,
World
like the World Cup, the World Cup soccer.
I know what it is, Joey, but what are you referencing?
Being racist during the World Cup, and you're like, fucking Belgium, out of all places, waffles.
Oh my God! Of course, they want Germany to win because of all they've been through.
You're like Belgium.
Yeah,
Place sucks.
I love that. Like during the World Cup, we actively have countries fighting like each other in a game of sport, and then like always one country hates the other just because they're playing them, and it's like we are going to take down the Argentinians.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, chill. There's chill,
Yeah.
Germany. Like
you
this.
have people like I remember specifically there was a time where I was watching a World Cup game. Brazil was playing somebody, or they might have been playing the U.S. or some shit, and there were people who were just like getting into this whole thing. People who were like Brazilian but from Astoria, I guess, were like cheering for Brazil, and people were like, "Well, fucking go back to your country then. Fucking if you hate it so much." It's like there's a soccer game on the TV. Like, what are you talking about?
I know.
Chill out.
I remember where you used to watch those games, and I am sure there was way more racial slurs thrown out at people.
To be honest with you, it was just a lot of like, well, if you fucking don't like it here, then go fucking stay there. I don't fucking understand. I'm like, literally sports. Literally soccer. What are you talking about?
It's so funny that like you know there's gonna be an awkward moment in like the Euro Cup one year when like Team Israel makes it and Team Germany makes it, and it's like the people that are like massive Germany soccer fans are
I
just
don't
gonna
think
like
that Germany's gonna be playing Israel anytime soon.
yeah, well,
Okay,
so
we've done all we could with that one, I guess. Jesus.
another one here that I am the biggest. This is like the one that I know I am a culprit.
Oh God.
It's doing absolutely nothing and saying that you're living the dream.
I'm living the dream.
Living the dream. One day.
How you been, man?
How you been?
Yeah, just living the dream.
My response is living the dream one day at a time.
You, that's horrible. You are a very, like, a small talk kind of champion, I would say.
I would think
Because
if there was.
sometimes you do it to me, and that's when I get fucking pissed off.
I know you don't. I try to talk to you to feel a sense of friendship with you and love you, and like you just like yeah, cool.
No,
I
because
mean like yo,
I'm not
like
gonna-
so what's going on?
No,
what's
no,
going
no,
on in life?
no,
How
no.
you doing? You doing all right? And you're like yeah,
No, that's
Good.
that's not what I mean.
yeah. No,
I get pissed.
fucking Mr. Small Talk. You hate small talk.
I hate when you do it. I feel like I'm talking to a colleague.
I'm talking to you as my friend. I'm just like yo. So what's going on? How was Miami?
No, that's not
Good. Anything happen? Yeah.
clicking, man.
And be like, how you do everything? Like, how you doing with this thing? I know this was bothering you. Yeah, good. Yep, fine.
Why are you clicking?
That's what you do, dude.
I don't click.
You're just like, yeah. It's fine.
This is horse shit.
No, it's not horse shit.
It's horseshit.
I do this.
Although
though.
I also
Living
heard-
the dream. I also do the thing where it's like,
I've heard you small talk other people, and I'm like, this kid's a
well,
champion.
there was a difference. You heard me small talk other people for work, and that's different because
that was work, Frank.
work Frank was bad.
brutal,
It was
dude.
bad because I had to get something out of these people.
No, I
so
know.
I had to work talk.
Hello,
Frank 'em.
Mr. Sanders.
Well, you think I remember the one I was in here, and you heard me, and you had to like come in, and you were like, "What did you just say?" Where I was like, I think they're, really being like facetious or something.
Or I think it was like pontificate.
Yeah,
And I came in
pontificate.
from the other room, and I'm like, no,
No, don't.
that is banned. No.
He did. I also do the. I just want to grow up and be like you one day.
Do you?
Yeah, I did that.
You know what we both? I know that we both do this. I know that you probably do it literally every single time, 100 for 100 times. When an old woman has a birthday, and you're like, you don't look a day over 23.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. What are you? 29 plus tax? 100%.
Makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that one too.
Dude, 'cause I used to
don't
meet-
look a day over 10.
I used to meet with like people that were like old for my old job. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking like 80s, 90s sometimes.
Yeah.
And I 100% have gone date of birth because I would have to like interview them, and I'd go date of birth, and they'd be like 1942, and I'd be like 42. I would have guessed 92.
Yeah, I can
And they're
see
just
that.
like, oh yes.
Yeah.
I've been called like a sweet talker.
Oh.
Yeah, by an old woman. That's basically porn.
Yeah.
They're basically that's their masturbation.
Right, yeah.
You know?
She's like, I'm going to fucking think about that guy later
Hell yeah.
when I'm just laying in bed
You ever?
waiting for the Lord to take me. Go ahead.
Never mind.
What?
Waiting for the Lord to bring me back to my Ronald.
My Ronald. Yeah.
Uh,
My Milton.
all
My
right.
sweet Milton.
I know we only have a few more minutes left.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through a couple.
Okay.
All right. Just give me thumbs up, thumbs down if you use it, if you like it, if you will, if you won't, whatever. Don't open your eyes.
Why?
You closed them, so keep them closed. Okay. Hold your horses. Definitely use
Big
this.
time. Big
Big
time.
time holder.
Hold your horses.
Never held a horse that I can remember.
I'd love to get on a horse.
Let's go horseback riding. Whoa, Nelly. Who's Nelly?
More horses, isn't it?
Is that a Nelly thing?
Nelly. I think so. I'm going to say yes. What am I saying yes to? It doesn't matter.
That's the bee's knees.
Ugh. Actually, I'm going to thumbs down that one. I never really...
I hate that one because it reminds me of those stupid people that would do that dance where they're like, look, my knees are crossing.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Fuck you. Fuck you and your knees.
Yeah.
Let's just soak it in. I've done this.
I just want to soak it in.
Just what? Yeah, you're gonna tell me you
Like a
weren't in
moment?
Portugal and you were like, let's just soak in this moment.
I probably, yeah.
Definitely have. Can't win them all, champ. I've used this.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think that's super white.
Look, pal, I don't make the rules.
Well, my dad never said that. He would very.
He's
He's like, I make
I
the fucking
actively
rules.
make the
Yeah, I
rules.
actively
Yeah,
am
yeah.
making the rules.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
I've only really heard that outside, like in Bruce Almighty, and that was it.
Yeah, but I think that was like Walter Cronkite's thing. It was like he would say it, like, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way it was.
Now you listen here. Don't like this one. This next one doesn't make sense to me. Let's get down to brass tacks.
What is that?
What is it? And in here it's spelled tack, like a tack. T-A-C-K-S.
Wait, what?
I thought it was tax.
I thought it was tax.
I thought it was like taxing something. Like what? Why is brass so expensive? Like I thought it was
Yeah,
like it
what?
came down to like at the end of everything, like you got to add on the brass tax.
Wait, it's TACT?
T-A-C-K-S. That's what it says here.
Oh, like now I'm definitely thrown off.
Yeah, what's wrong? What is this? I don't know, right? Like a brass tack. I'm thinking it might be a misspelling.
Brass tax?
All right, while you're looking that up, watch it, Buster.
Yeah, that's white.
Very white.
Hey, Buster.
Very, very white. Dag nabbit.
Dang flammit. All those things are like southern.
Daggone.
Daggone it.
Yeah, there's like, daggone big old bitch out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Who's Pete and why is it his sake?
Yeah, Saint Pete.
Could be.
I don't know if that's even a saint.
Ooh, looky here.
I feel like my mom says that.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Looky here.
Oh, looky.
Looky here.
If I heard an adult saying looky here, I would scream.
You know what I hate? When adults say tummy. Oh, my tummy hurts.
Oh,
I go, it's just me and you.
I know. I do that because I have kids in the house. Like,
Yeah,
I'll be
but
like,
if you tummy me, I'm gonna be like, bro,
like I'll actively say like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go use a potty.
Daddy's got a potty.
Daddy's got to go use a potty. Daddy, get out! Daddy's using the potty. Yeah.
And his tummy hurts.
He's rumby tumby tumbly. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, I think that's like, it was more older. Like it's dying out. No one uses that anymore.
Yeah, because no one cares about fish anymore. You're
Wild thing to say.
a hoot.
You're a hoot. You're a real hoot. I like that. He's a hoot.
He's a hoot. This is the last one though. For crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
That's white, dude.
Yeah, it is.
For crying out loud. Like,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like, I don't really get that because like you say that as like a.
How can you cry silently?
People do it all the time. Not me. Other people.
Oh, me?
Maybe.
Are you gaslighting me into making me upset? The fuck? Oh, man.
Oh, for crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
Yeah. Well, there you go. What white vernacular that we didn't come up with do you think is on there or should be on there?
There's a bunch of good ones.
There's also like drats. Like, oh, drats.
Drats?
Yeah.
I heard of, rats.
Rats. I've heard drats.
Rats.
Yeah. I hate that. Both of them. But what white person vernacular have we not included? Do you think should be on there? Do you think Joey uses? Because I'll tell you this. He uses most of those. He just doesn't like to admit it.
You probably use more than I do.
I definitely use like the restaurant ones.
What's
What's the damage? Put it on the plastic. Ugh, hate it.
Put it on the plastic. I've never heard before, so
Yeah, that's me.
just you, baby.
But thanks for being patrons. We really appreciate it. You can go check out everything else that we got going on. And thank you for the 26,000 patrons. We want to hit 27, and we're going to keep on keeping on, baby.
Yep. And that is all. See you guys next time.
See you guys next time.